Welcome everybody to the channel. Coming to cover some XCN on the charts. I hope everybody out there is ready for this Sunday morning, 6:28 a.m. At the time of the recording, it's 3/29/2026. Let's go. Looking over at the charts this morning, I said, boy, they launched it. Goliath Net went live. They put it out on X. It went live, and I get over here and I look, and nothing's happening with XCN. It's just basically coming down lower. Just coming down lower. Looking at the charts, it's making lower highs. Not really a bullish pattern I see here. A bearish pattern. Everything that I got to looking at looks bullish. So we do have kind of some, to me, hidden bullish patterns right here that nobody may not be seeing on the chart, but wanted to bring it to your attention. As you can see right here, we come down and we made this W pattern right here, and we went up. So what we got now, we got another one forming. Another W pattern right here. And we're fixing to come down, hit that trend line. We're fixing to go back up here to 00706. And I wanted to bring that to your attention. We're forming another bullish pattern here on this upward trend. This ain't no bear flag. Basically, your bear flags look like something maybe like this. It's not really. You get these W patterns here within this upward trend, which tells me that we're not seeing a bearish flag, bearish pattern. So where would you say we was going to go? On that line right there, if you go down to the smaller time frame, you'll see. I same what I come from this middle point of this W here, back down to the bottom of the trend line where it touched, measured it, and I measured it from this measured move right here from this middle trend line up, and that's where it brought me to. Back up here to resistance right here. And if you go back to the 1 hour chart, you'll see, or the 4 hour chart, you'll see we're going to build some momentum here from these two areas down here, these two fair value gap blocks, and then it's basically going to be a double bottom. As you can see here, we come down, we worked our way down, we hit the bottom right here, and then we went back up, then we're going to come back down, hit the bottom here again, and then this is the bigger overall move of this move right here I wanted to bring to you. You can see here, this was kind of a bigger swing here. If you want to see the patterns that these it does. It's like it's all over the. Let's see. You just see this bullish patterns that it's forming, really all over the map. You know, you got this swing, and now you're getting this other. You're gonna get another swing, but it's gonna be above this trend line right here before we get back up. And I don't look for it to make a big swing up. Somewhere getting back up, and the measured move I got was right here above this, right below this resistance level right here. That basically sits up here in this range right here. This red block right here. This is resistance. Looking to get through this area of resistance right here, and then breaking out to the top of this resistance here, and then getting back up here. Right there. To that point right there. And we could be going all the way up to 700, somewhere along that range. And it depends on what momentum comes in here. What'll confirm this is when we get above this area right here, this area right here on the chart. Once we break above this right there, once we come back down, sweep, and we get back up, up. We break this point right here. We head it back up to. That's if nothing fundamental comes in. Iran and give us some bad news, worse than what we got right now. I can see us breaking back through this area of resistance right here. This resistance, this has been resistance for a little while now. And then I can see us getting through this area of resistance up here. But keep watching. As we swing down here, we could get right below this trend line just a little bit, somewhere like 484, somewhere like that, and then we go back up through here and get to this top up here. Let's take some fair value gaps off, and let's look at some. Let's look at the relative strength index. So we made our way up here, come down to the bottom, just got in the oversold zone. We got up, made a little bounce. We got back up, not quite much in the overbought zone. So what I think we're going to do, we're going to come across and we're fitting to go back up in the overbought zone. We really haven't seen nothing on, and see right here, you're making these these higher lows right here going up. So you can just see the idea right there. We coming down, we got an overbought zone, we come down, we swoop, make this middle, and I believe we're gonna come down and go right back into the overbought zone again. Let me see, because you got some similar to this pattern right here. We come down, and then it came down deeper, then it went back in the overbought zone. Just giving you a general idea of what I'm talking about. Let's see if we got any more across here. Mm-hmm. Just trying to see if we got that. Something right here, like this right here, we got high and overbought zone. Came down, we swooped it, came back down, and ended up going way up in overbought zone over there. But that's where we're going with this. Let's see, let's look at the MACD. Yep, came down, got just above the zero on the MACD. We just been, we've been kind of consolidating on the MACD while price has been moving up. And I do believe we're fixing to do something like we did back here, you see. This area back here, you got this same setup that's forming over here. You got up right here, you got up, then you come down in the red and you got up, you built some momentum, then you went up. Well, I think that's the same thing we're going to do over here. We done got up on the histogram, come back down in the red a little bit, build a little momentum, and then we're going to go back up. Same pattern. But we're doing it at a, as you see right here, we're back here before we made this run up, and we're fixing to do the same thing over here to give you a general idea where we at on the MACD. So we're building the same pattern on the MACD as we did over here. This whole pattern is doing the same thing right here. If you get my drift. Then you'll have this to happen right here. You'll have this pressure right here to push down. Once this runs up over here, you'll have the same thing. It'll do the same thing afterwards. You'll have this run up over here on the histogram, and then it'll come down, and you'll see it come down right here in the red, like it has right here. Same pattern, same patterns, forming the same pattern. So if you like the content, I wanted to bring that to you this morning to give you an update on the charts. If you like the content, we haven't seen a bullish move yet. We did kind of see a pump into it. Nobody's saying nothing about it, but we did see a pump. Let me get this off. We did have a pump going into this. Right along here, we formed this on March 3rd. And all this right here is January. We did have a pump, but we pulled back. And then this is all the momentum at the current time that we had. We're getting closer to going live. But we're fixing to do a turn here, and get back up to the middle of the range right here. Now, could we get back to the top? Yeah, but I do think we're going to get back to the 007 first, and then we set at a resistance up here. It depends on how much momentum we got right below 1 cent. Getting above that, getting the back, breaking out above this range up here at zero, right above 1 cent. So we need to take this a little bit of steps at a time when it's the end. But I do see us pushing up. This will be about like, let me see how much that would be. Where we at? Somewhere right there, about 30% push up. Overall, if we can get back up here, because I think that's, yeah, 35% from this area right here. But this measured move from right here that we're looking at is going to be somewhere about 15%. This next move up to get back to 00706, back up to this area up here. That was, come back and was resistance over here. We did fly through it right here. We fell back down below it here, broke back through it, sliced back down through it, and then it became resistance. So we're gonna go back up, and we're gonna make this. We haven't made this right here at the 007 area of support. We kind of been just on the way down, we sliced through it. On the way up, we sliced through it. So we're gonna come back and make this. We could just get back up here and make this a level of support right now before moving up much higher. Do see a rally before the next drop. Would like to see that with XCN. But that's where we're at this morning. And usually you see this big W pattern forming right here. You usually when you come down like this, you usually get back to the range up here where you fell from. And see, this was previous support back over here. But I do believe this is where we'll end up at in this rally. When we do rally up. Back up here, it was support. This is where you broke through, and that's when you come all the way down. Well, in the overall scheme of things, I think we're just going to come back up, and that's where we're going to be at. We might get a little bit higher. We could make our way up just up here to 0.1345 at this range right here, up here. By the time it's all said and done, before we see another major drop on Bitcoin. But I do want to bring that to your attention. So if you like the content, subscribe to the channel. We'd be more than glad to have you. And we'll see you on the next one. Till then, God bless each and every one of you.